Good afternoon, welcome to GrainTV. My name's Cody Bills. Today is Monday the 4th, and we had a mixed day in Chicago with corn trading down, wheat trading down, and soybeans leading the charge to the upside. Before we get into the crop conditions report and the weather outlook here for this week, let's turn over to the Hedge trading platform and see where we closed off the day. Do keep in mind that this platform is available to producers out there. This is a platform that's free. If you have an account here at Hedge, it's nice because you can view live quotes on the go when you're in the cab of your tractor, when you're out there planting, or when you're out there checking the crop this summer. We know you guys can't always be in the desk, and we know also that the market doesn't wait. The market presents opportunities at any point throughout the day and night session, and that's something that we want producers to be able to access, be able to lock in those opportunities when they become available. Well, let's take a look at the closes here. Corn trading down 2 cents, soybeans up 12.5. Wheat in Chicago down 1.25 cents. Kansas City wheat trading down 2.25, and Minneapolis wheat down 4.25 cents here on the July contract. This morning we did get weekly export inspections out, and corn came in on the high side of analyst expectations with 1.2 million metric tons. That was above expectations, which ranged anywhere between 800 to 1.2 million metric tons, so that was very positive. And of course, this was down slightly from last week, but all in all, good week here for corn. Not such a great week for soybeans, on the other hand, which only saw 100,000 metric tons inspected for export. That was below the low side of analyst expectations, which ranged from 110 to 300,000. And then we saw wheat come in on the within analyst expectations. Nothing too exciting here, but nothing too disappointing. With 565,000 metric tons, analysts were expecting between 400 and 600,000 metric tons. After the market closed, we did see overall crop progress come out here today. We noticed that good to excellent ratings for the winter wheat improved by 1 percentage point here this week, going from 42% last week to 43%. You'll notice the only thing that really changed here is the fair column between April 26th and May 3rd. And also the excellent column. We had an improvement there, just a 1% increase. So nothing too positive. It seems as though the deterioration of the crop has stopped due to the rains over the last 3 weeks. Looks as though also in the forecast we should be getting more precipitation there in the plains, which should help continue to aid this winter wheat crop that kind of got off to a little bit of a slow start. Let's turn over here to the corn planting status. You'll notice big jump here in planting, up to 55% planted across 18 states that make up 92% of the 2014 corn acreage. That was up from 19% planted last week. So we had a very nice and positive increase in planted acres here this week. We had good weather for it over the course of last week, so that's very good. This is well over the pace that we typically see. The 4-year average is only 38% planted at this time. So this is a good pace here for corn, well ahead of the average amount planted during this time. And I guess we'll look at the weather outlook to see if this is going to continue. Just kind of a sneak peek before we get into that. It's unlikely we're going to get this big of a jump here next week, as it looks like the western and northern part of that grain belt is going to be receiving more precipitation here this week than in the past. We did see soybean plantings also increase here, 11 percentage points up to 13%. This is ahead of the 4-year average, which is right at 9%. So this is very positive here for soybeans as well. Let's take a quick look at that weekly weather outlook. Question, of course, is will we see another week of this very positive planting progress? And the answer most likely is no. As you can see, a lot of precipitation moving through the Midwest here. The number of days that we'll have to plant is going to diminish. I mean, really only 2 days here, two good days of work in that northwestern region over the next 9 days. So that's something to pay attention to. Of course, if we continue to get precipitation and we slow that pace, that could provide a little bit of support to the grains that just were having a difficult time here today. Corn and wheat in particular. I think a little bit of what we're seeing here is one, just continued revisions higher here in South American production estimates. You also have the bird flu. Of course, Iowa State Governor on Friday announced that they have a state of emergency. This is the third state to announce a state of emergency due to the bird flu. And of course, that sort of a headline is just negative when you think of the grains here and when it comes to feed use. Though it may not have a material effect right now, that headline here definitely makes it a little bit concerning here for the grain traders. Guys, that wraps up today's show. If you have any questions about what we talked about, please give us a call. The number is 877-472-4607. And if you want to try out a demo of this mobile trading platform, you can do so by going to grainhedge.com, clicking on the 14-day free trial in the top right-hand corner, put in your name and number. I'll get in touch with you personally. Make sure you feel comfortable with the platform. Make sure you have all the training you need and all the tools you need to capture these opportunities as we move through the marketing year. Thanks a lot for tuning in. We'll see you here on Tuesday.